Hello, patrons and Buy Me a Coffee members. I wanted to do something special for you guys before I go into surgery on Monday. This is Saturday, the 13th, and my surgery is actually scheduled for this Monday on the 15th. And so I won't be putting anything out for a while, but I wanted to do something very special for you guys because I know you've been waiting for some new videos just for patrons only. I have a bunch of different things kind of in the works, and I'll try my best if I can get a couple of things set up so that I can maybe have another video drop for you guys next week or the week after, just for you patrons, so that I'm giving you something to watch. I will try my best to do so. But this video today that you're going to be seeing is exclusive only to patrons only, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for your help and support. And this one's very special because this is the Bismarck, the part one of the Bismarck hull assembly. I wasn't going to do this for a while. I was going to wait until I got the entire hull of the Bismarck and put it all together at once, but I kind of got a little impatient and I thought, you know what, let's just go ahead and start putting it together. You do see it, there it is. It's wrapped up and all ready for the next parts to come eventually. So hopefully I should be getting more parts for it here soon. I do have some of the superstructure completed, and maybe I'll try to throw together a real quick video for you guys for that as well. This video is not going to be edited very well. It's basically just going to be thrown together real quick so that you guys can kind of see the assembly, and eventually after I recover from my surgery I will be kind of cleaning it up and re-editing it and putting it out onto the main channel at some point. But just, you know, for my own mental health, I guess, to feel like I'm doing something special for you guys, I wanted to get it out there before my surgery so that you guys have something to watch. And I appreciate each and every one of you so much, and I apologize that I haven't been doing a lot more. I was hoping to do a kind of a one-on-one chat with you guys before surgery. That didn't happen, but I think I should be able to set something up, if not late next week, maybe just to give you an update on how things are going, and maybe get you something else to watch in regards to the superstructure, which I won't be putting on the main channel for a while. So you guys will maybe get to see that. I also have the Tacom. This is the, I can't flip the box over. This is the Saxon class frigate. There's all the parts are in here. I've been doing a lot of work on that, and I want to release that to you guys early. So you will be seeing that first before anybody else on the main channel. But again, thank you so much for all of your continued support, and I will try to do maybe a live stream chat with you guys at some point in the next couple of weeks. So I don't really know what everybody's availability would be to do that. Ian Campbell, he is on the, in the UK. Steve is on the East Coast, I believe, and then James, I'm not sure where you are, James, so I'll try to do a something and let you guys kind of know maybe when I'll be doing that. And then Linda, who's on the Buy Me a Coffee, she's here on the West Coast, so same time as me. But maybe put a comment down below on where you're at and what time would be a good time for you guys, maybe on a Saturday, to do a live stream just for the patrons and Buy Me a Coffee members. So anyways, thank you so much and take care, and I will see you guys next time, and hopefully you'll enjoy this very special hull assembly of the Agora Models Battleship Bismarck. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Kalan from White Glove Models and welcome back to the channel. This is a beautiful Saturday morning here in Northern California, and we are going to be doing something a little bit different, or I am. So I'm actually going to be filming all of this today and trying to get it edited and put out onto video for you, which you'll be obviously seeing right now. But I have decided, because I'm kind of at a strange point where I have some parts painted for the Bismarck, for the upper deck and the structure, and some parts that are not, that need to be attached. I will be painting those hopefully this weekend, if not next week, and then we will move on from there. So what I've decided to do, and I wasn't going to do this for a very, very long time, I was going to wait till I got all of the whole pieces but at the end of the build and just put the whole thing together. So we're not going to do that. I'm going to actually start building the hull today, because I have so I have packs 1 through 4 of the Bismarck, and I know you guys have only seen up to stage 8, but like I said, I was going to be doing things a little bit differently with the build from here on out, building it more like I would a plastic model kit. And I kind of come to the conclusion that I want to see how the hull looks, so that I can make that decision if I'm going to be altering anything or making any changes to it. And besides, it gives me something to do today and a option for me to put out a new video for the Bismarck, which I know a lot of you have been waiting for. So the hull is all cast, what is it called? Not cast iron, die cast. So it's all metal. And so we're going to go ahead and move over to the workbench and start working on that, putting it together, kind of see how it looks, and then I will be deciding if I'm going to be making any changes or modifications to it, which you guys know me, there is a possibility that could happen, but you never know. I might just decide that I like how it looks and just go with it, because the superstructure of the actual ship, we're doing so many modifications to that already that I think it might just look great sitting on top of the die-cast hull as they have sent it. So just to kind of give you guys an idea, if you're not familiar with this build, you get all of your parts in these style of boxes, and then they come all packaged up. So I have everything still, all of the whole pieces are still kind of packaged in their packaging, but I've got them labeled and protected. So I'll be getting everything pretty much ready so we can just do this all in one big fell swoop. And I'm going to try to do a full video so that I don't have to do too much editing, so I can get this out to you guys in a timely manner today. So wish me luck, and I hope you guys enjoy the whole section of the Bismarck as far as I've got of the pieces that we'll be putting together. So let's head over to the workbench and start putting this thing together. Okay, so here we have, this is stage 3, where we're actually going to start putting this together. So you have this, actually I think did come with stage 3, and then this one I believe came with stage 1, and pretty simple. You're just going to put them there, it looks like. And I did get the oil out. It's just the regular 3-in-1 oil. I don't know what size screwdriver I'm going to be using just yet, but for the most part we're going to be using what they're calling PM screws, and then a few other parts have AM screws, so I have those ready. Not really sure what the difference is. When I was looking at them, doesn't really seem to be much, but one idea I had kind of thought of about these was putting them in Loctite, but I'm not going to do that just yet because we may be taking the hull apart. So it might be something I choose to do down the road, but that would mean backing out all the screws and putting them back in. So not really sure how I feel about that just yet. There's a little bit of paint coming off. I guess the best thing to do is just start screwing everything together. So I think I'm going to go with the PH. Let's try the PHO screwdriver first. And see, that's the thing, is I don't know if dipping them in 3-in-1 oil, and then if I do have to back them out and then put Loctite on, how that's really going to go. So I don't know. Here goes nothing. And it's hard to see if it's lined up. There we go. Kind of the part of the reason I wanted to put this together was so I can see if there's any gaps, or I mean, I know it being a metal hull, there's going to be some gaps in the way it was designed, but I just also want to make sure that there aren't any issues with the hull, so to speak. I almost feel like I don't need the 3-in-1. I really want to make sure that this, so I'll push that back. I'm trying to get this to be as smooth of a transition as possible. I did see there was a guy that was building this that he's gone in and kind of filled all of these seams, which I think is almost brilliant. Not really sure how I feel about that yet. So again, those screws went in really easily. So I do feel like they're going to need Loctite though at some point. And that is out in the shop, and I'm not going to go get it just yet. Tighten that up a little bit. All right, so far so good. it would appear I don't have enough screws, because there's only 3 AM screws left and all the PM screws are gone. And we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. We've got a lot of parts to put on still. So, okie dokie. We shall continue. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this part off. This is the next step that they'd want you to do, but since I don't have pack 5, I don't have anything else to attach to it, and I think it would be a lot easier to store if I kind of just left that off and left it like that. But here we go. I will go ahead and put it up on the stands here so we can take a look at it. And to be totally honest, the stands don't really do me a lot of good for the building process, just because it's kind of difficult to actually work on it while it's actually in the stands. So it's a lot easier just to leave it out of them and just put it on the towel. So that's essentially how the stands will go. When we display this, I'm not going to be using these. It'll be resting on wooden planks. But there we go. That is barely fits on screen. So if I move it back a little bit here, see, it's these stands are just going to make me mad. So there we go. So if I pull it back here, you guys can actually see it on the overhead camera. And again, this would just go in right like that. And so I don't know. I mean, the only screw I had an issue with is this one here, which I'm gonna deal with a little later on. I don't see that it's actually causing a problem. So we have this upside down now. Obviously, this is what a few people were mentioning are just the seams, and then this area is raised on every single panel. And I do know there are some people that are going through the effort of filing each and every one of these down, filling in any seams and gaps, and then repainting it. I don't know how I feel about that. That might be a little above my wheelhouse, so to speak, at the moment, just because I just feel like I would end up making more work for myself than necessary. But you know what, we'll see. For the most part though, I do dig the colors. It's painted up really nicely. Even has the little, it's just a slightly darker water line here that you guys can see. There's a little bit of overspray here in this corner, but really that's gonna most likely be on the opposing side. Just depends. I may come in just depending on if you can see some of these gaps. There is light coming through there, but with the deck on, you're not really gonna see that. So yeah, I mean, in my honest opinion, I don't think it looks half. In my honest opinion, I don't think it looks half bad. But that could change, and it is very heavy already. And this isn't. I mean, this is what, maybe a third, maybe not even that. Let me grab the deck real quick. And just for the fun of it, we will throw this on here. Kind of curious how all of this is going to screw down. It doesn't look like it's going to screw down, most likely. it'll just be resting on top, but there is that like a hole there for it to catch into maybe a few other areas. And so far, I mean, I'm not really seeing any terrible gapping, just maybe a little bit here. This section is just a tiny bit higher than this section of the hole right there. But overall, I mean, it looks fairly cool. I mean, if you ask me. So let me know what you guys think. That is the episode for today. I don't really have much else to say. It took a lot longer. I'd say about an hour, a little over an hour and a half, maybe. Hour and 20 minutes to an hour and a half to do all of that. But I did have a small break in between just because I had a little panic where I thought I was out of the PM screws, but I wasn't. One nitpick about this build is the labeling of the screws. You either have PM or PB screws, and the PM screws, for the majority of them, they are the same screw for the most part, same size. But the way they label their screws, let me show you. It's not going to actually, this isn't going to be a good reference point, but basically, let's say it's a PB screw, it'll actually have a size like the, it'll say 6 or 7, however many, of 2 by 4 millimeter PB screws. And these say PM, but I'm just using this as an example. So it'll say you have like different PB screws. They'll come combined like sometimes in a bag too. And so one will be like a 1.35 and the other will be 1.77, but they're both PB screws. So the one thing I love about the Ladder 9 build is that all the screws are different. They're all labeled differently, and there's no chance of you mixing that up or anything like that. Sorry about my chair. It is very squeaky. But yeah, this was kind of unique. Hopefully I can get this edited fairly quickly for you guys and get it out. I just thought it would be kind of interesting to get the hull put together so you guys can see it and so that I can see it and kind of make a determination on what we're going to do with it. There is a little bit of gapping the closer I look at this that does bug me. However, I don't know if I'm going to do anything about it. I might just let this one pass, because at some point down the road I will be building the 1/200 trumpeter plastic model of the Bismarck, and then I can go hog wild with it and really make it look absolutely fantastic. I mean, I'm still going to do all the wonderful detail to the rest of the ship, but the hull, on the other hand, we may just let this one slide. It's going to be hard though. The more I look at it, the more it kind of bothers me, but we'll see how things go. Anyways, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Things are most likely, because I haven't edited it yet as I'm talking about this, but the plan is to kind of speed everything up. And what took an hour and a half, you guys should see in about 4 times that speed, so whatever that evens out to. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and other than that, take care.